Hi guys. So for today's reading, we are going to be looking into how do your siblings view you and what do they say about you? And this was actually inspired by Dom Dom's question in my last live reading. I figured I'd get into it a little more in depth, and she has been one of my biggest supporters donation wise lately. So thank you again for that, Dom Dom. You definitely make me being here worth it in a lot of ways. And so there's three piles today. One, two, three. Take a moment to get in touch with your intuition and your higher self and pick the pile you feel most drawn to. If you guys enjoy this reading, please like, share, comment, subscribe. It really does help a lot, and it does spread these messages to people who could use to hear them as well. And it's a great way to give back energetically for what I'm giving you here today. And another great way to do that is by donating. You can find my PayPal, Cash App, and Amazon wishlist all in my description box below. You can also find my personal reading prices down there as well. And I also want to say thank you to anybody who's been leaving timestamps. That is much appreciated, and it's another great way to give back. I do go in there every couple days and post timestamps on the videos, but it is so helpful when I go in there and they're already there. So thank you for that. Anyway, let's get started with pile one. So for pile one, how do your siblings view you and what do they have to say about you? Some of your siblings could see that you are facing a roadblock, or you might be facing a situation where you're not sure which way to go, left or right, or that you might be held up in some sort of way at a pause or a standstill on something. But they also feel like you have the power to push forward. They see you as somebody who is very protected on your journey, somebody that you may have moved away from where your family lives as well. You could be one of the first people to move away from where your family lives out of all your siblings. We have LEI, and it says, embrace your independence. So yeah, you definitely could have moved away from your family's hometown, something along those lines. You embrace your independence, you embrace your freedom, and you do what you want to do. You don't follow. You are very much a leader. You are definitely somebody very in touch with your third eye, with your intuition, with the signs and synchronicities and messages you receive from the divine and your angels as well. Amethyst could also hold an extra meaning to you, so you may want to look that up as well. You're very out of the box. You're very different. One of these is not like the other is coming to mind. There's a song for that, but I can't think of it right now. One of these pieces is not like the other. There's this square here, and then you got two triangles and you got two circles. You definitely stand out. You are very different from a lot of the people in your family. I feel like you could definitely be the black sheep or feel like the black sheep. And really, when you think about the black sheep isn't a black sheep, it's a goat. Or when you think about it this way, the ugly duckling isn't an ugly duckling at all, it's a swan the whole time. And so you could definitely have felt like you didn't fit in where you grew up or around the people that were there. And in moving away, you found that it's not that you didn't fit in, it's just that you were very different from the people that you were around at that time. We have Scorpio, we have Virgo, we have Libra. And just to point this out, some of you guys that chose this pile may have chosen pile 2 as well, because we have the same chip up there. And I feel like it's going to be a very different energy than this one. So you may have multiple siblings and they could be viewing you in a different light. Cancer. So we got Cancer, Scorpio, Virgo, and Libra. So how do your siblings view you? They view you as somebody very beautiful, very regal, very practical and down to earth, very grounded. Like maybe you may hide a lot about yourself, or you don't allow your more in-depth emotions to show or shine through because you're very protective over that energy. They may view you as somebody who tries to do what's right, tries to do what's fair. You're very balanced. You are somebody that makes the decisions that are best for everyone involved in a situation. TWY, Twilight. SP, Spy. QRI, Writ. Written. ZH, Hidden. WL, C, U, Z, cuz, C, R, N. There could be some hidden communication between your cousins and your siblings. O, U, H, Z, house, hour, witching hour, whiny, long, lunch, crush, crisp, crispy. You know, somebody told me, somebody said something about me being, I think it was crispy. It could have been something else one day, and I had to actually look up what that meant on Urban Dictionary because I had no idea. They were like, oh, it's a good thing. And it's like so, very classy. Chip. You could really like chips and dip. You could really like crunchy, crispy things or crunchy taco. You could definitely make a lot of food or really enjoy eating food. Spirit. Sprint. Cunt. We have cunt here. You're very spirited, you're very fiery, you're very passionate. Some could actually say that you are mean, but others are. I feel like there is a very differing opinion amongst your siblings about you, honestly. So let's see what else there is. We have the spider and we have the elephant. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Two of Cups. We have the King of Cups. And we have the Chariot. So they see that you are well on your way, that you are very emotionally balanced, that you are somebody who's very good with kids. You are, yeah, you're really good with kids. You see how the kids in the background are arguing and fighting, and well, they may not be arguing and fighting. I don't know. They're like teasing each other and yelling and just really loud. Even if it's not a mean fight, it's kind of like they're just really loud and demanding the attention kind of thing. And the two in the front are just very calm, cool, relaxed. You're definitely somebody who is in charge, somebody who is very emotionally stable and strong, who's emotionally mature. And like I said before, they could definitely be talking about how you may not show as much love as you feel a lot of times because you don't get that same love back. I feel like you feel more love than you show because when you show that love, you give a lot of love and that love doesn't come back to you worn out. It's kind of like you worn out your welcome. It's kind of like they've worn out their welcome, they may feel like. Or like, yeah, I feel like you've been there a lot more for them than they've been there for you, and you have kind of stopped giving that time and attention to them because you're working on your own things. You may hold back a lot on the things you have going on in your life. You may not share everything that you have going on with them. You may only share some of those things with your closer connections. They could also be talking about a new love connection that you have made with somebody as well and how it's progressing forward. They definitely see you as somebody very wise, very balanced, somebody who remembers everything that's ever happened. You may definitely remember everything that's ever happened. You're a hard worker. You are somebody who has been working on your skills. You've been working on your goals. You've been working on creating something in your life. And you definitely could have traveled away from them to do this. You definitely could travel a lot. You may even have gotten a new vehicle for some of you as well, and they could be talking about that as well. You may have gotten a new vehicle from a new partner for some of you. That's not going to resonate with everyone, but a new partner of yours could have even gotten you a new vehicle. There's definitely somebody on the go. You're on the go. You are somebody that is very balanced in your energy, and you are very loving and emotionally mature, emotionally intelligent as well. And your connections and friendships always seem to be so strong. And a lot of that is because you have an equal give and take in those situations. And when there isn't an equal give and take in those situations, you have a tendency to hold back from them and wait for something that is better. You believe in quality over quantity. Some of them could actually even be talking about how you are very attractive and how siren kind of level of attraction. You may attract people very easily, very effectively, very efficiently when it comes to friendships, partnerships, love relationships, whatever it is. You could definitely attract people very strongly. You are definitely somebody who saves up for a rainy day. You are definitely somebody who likes to make sure that you have all your ducks in a row. Some of them could be saying at times you might be a little bit controlling or a little bit possessive, or they could be saying that you hold on a little too tightly to things sometimes, but you have learned how to work through that and be at peace in your connections, where in the past you may not have been. So that is what I got for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you guys had to say about it in the comments below, whether or not it resonated with you, what you might be going through, who these people might be, and I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. So, for pile 2, how do your siblings view you and what do they say about you? They could see you as a bookworm a little bit. They could see you as somebody who enjoys adventures or who enjoys reading. They may see you as somebody who enjoys fantasy or sci-fi. They could definitely see you as somebody who believes that you have power. You are somebody very brave, somebody who is very honorable, somebody who has a lot of integrity. You could definitely be somebody who travels a lot or has traveled a lot. You're definitely somebody who's very protected as well. They feel like you are protected in the movements that you make. They could even feel like maybe you are on display in some sort of way. So some of you could definitely be doing something very public for work. They feel like you deserve a pat on the back. They feel like you deserve recognition. They feel like you deserve success. They really feel like you are somebody who is always there to support others and lift them up as well. We share in the joy of volunteering, so you could definitely be someone who volunteers a lot. You could volunteer with your siblings, or your siblings may just also volunteer a lot as well. So they find that to be a very strong, they find that to be a very strong thing that you share in common with each other. They may be talking about the type of volunteering that you are doing as well, and how it takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of balls to be able to work in the area that you work. It may be something that is very dangerous, or you may be around people that most people would consider dangerous, or in a position that they would think that was. You think of others before you think of yourself. Sometimes you might be a little bit self-sacrificing. Libra, charming. Leo, Taurus, Sagittarius, Capricorn. So, those could be your sign or their sign. They see you as very driven, but they also see you as very balanced. They see you as somebody who likes to do the right thing in situations. They may at times see you as somebody who might be a bit of a people pleaser. You are definitely somebody down to earth, grounded, solid, very stubborn, very hard-headed, very optimistic. You are definitely somebody who shines. People notice you and appreciate you and what you do. You are somebody who is meant for the spotlight. You are somebody who may have a flair for the dramatic a little bit. And at times you may have a fair amount of pride, but I feel like you have earned it. It's kind of one of those things where it's not a bad pride. It's more of a very sturdy confidence. You're very fierce as well. You're very brave. Brave is the biggest thing that's coming to mind for me. And very emotionally strong. N, Annie. C, P, W. A lot of times things could seem like they get a little repetitive when it comes to what they hear from other people about you. F, fun. Y, S, sun. Sunny. Sunnydale, California from Buffy is coming to mind now. But, Papa, yeah, Sunny. That's a great song. You should go check that song out. I haven't heard that song in like a year and a half, and that's the first time I've even thought about it, I think, in that time. T-O-K, stoked. They may be very stoked and excited to see you when you're around. Z, F, G, D, T, S, X, B, W. Bow, pow, stop, whistle stop, cafe. Fried green tomatoes, if you don't know that reference. Great movie. They may see you as somebody who might have had to deal with a lot of abuse at different points as well. In Harry Potter, Harry Potter was kept in a cupboard under the stairs by his aunt and uncle. Cops. I was going to say cop earlier when CP came out too, and I was like, oh, I'll wait and see if the whole word comes out. Well, the whole word came out. Yeah, you could definitely have had to deal with the legal system in some way because of some sort of abuse that you went through. Box. Somebody tried to keep you in their little box in some sort of way. Bow. Foster. You could have been a foster child too for some of you. Or you could have been in foster care for a little while, not like the whole childhood, but for a little while for some of you. Pot, top, soot, spout. I'm a little teapot. Hear me shout. Here is my handle. Here is my spout. I said that wrong. When I get all steamy, hear me shout. Then tip me over and pour me out. And you know what's coming to mind during that? Stephen King's A Perfect Storm. They could definitely feel like you have dealt with a lot of spiritual warfare and that you have faced it bravely, that you have stood your ground, that you have really shined. You shine very much so. They really see you as somebody who could face anything and who could overcome any challenge that comes your way. We have the horse and we have the crocodile. They see you as somebody who's very observant. They may even feel like you have a lot of people that are watching you and waiting for their moment to be able to jump on an opportunity to disrupt what you have going on. You're very motivated, ambitious, goal-driven, hardworking. You're definitely hardworking. Nine of Pentacles, you're strong on your own. You know that you have everything you need within yourself and the universe will provide the rest. You don't spend your days worrying and overly fretting about anything going on. You know everything has a purpose, a rhyme, and a reason. You're good at seeing things from many different perspectives. The High Priestess and the Three of Pentacles, you are a very hard worker. You are very well learned. You may be going to school or you may be working on a project that's important to you. You could be a very good artist as well. They may even feel like you bring messages forth through your art for a lot of you. They could definitely talk about the things you've learned, the things you've overcame, the things that you feel and know to be true, and how you trust in those things. You are very connected to the divine. You're very connected to your higher self. You're very connected to your angels, your ancestors, your guides, and they really see that. It may have taken them a minute. They've had to really stop and look at things. There could even have been a time period of pause between you guys where you really didn't see each other much or speak to each other much, and they see how much you have grown in that time period. They may have still been thinking of you as a small child for a long time, but now they're starting to see that they were dead wrong and thinking that you were still the same person you were back then, because you have changed a lot. You are very independent, very strong, very solid, very stable, and you're very confident. You have a lot of self-love and a lot of self-respect. And I feel like a lot of them, even if they wouldn't ever say it out loud, look up to you and admire you for your courage and for your ability to be so free and independent and not have to. I feel like a lot of you and your siblings came from a household that was very codependent. And so you guys had to break out of that energy. You had to learn how to overcome that energy. You've had to learn how to stand strong on your own. And I feel like you do a very good job of it. And that's a lot of what they talk about. They talk about how they have watched you change and grow over the years and how you have freed yourself from anything that has held you back, and how you refuse to be in a state of oppression. You don't let oppression be a part of your everyday life, even if it was at some point. So that is what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you guys had to say about it, whether or not it resonated, what you might be going through, who these people are. And by the way, some of you may have chosen pile 1 as well, because we got the same boat here. Anyway, I hope you have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 3. This is going to be a very different pile from the other two. So what are your siblings saying about you? How do they see you? They definitely see you as somebody very witchy. You could be into Wiccan, or you could be into witchcraft, Wiccan, shamanism, druidism, the old religions or the new religions. You are definitely somebody who is very, I feel like you guys are very close, or they feel very close to you, like they have a very close connection with you. They see you as somebody who is very divinely guided, very divinely protected. Keep or re-hide. They see you as somebody who's very divinely guided and protected, somebody whose crown chakra is very open. You receive a lot of wisdom and guidance from your angels, your ancestors, your spirit guides, the divine. You are a very spiritual or religious person, somebody who relies heavily on your faith. And that faith really works out for you very well. Some of them could be talking about you doing witchcraft or doing spells of some kind. We'll get more information on that later. They see you as very strong, very confident, very solid, very stable. Somebody who has been through a lot and has not allowed it to change you or cause you to stumble. They really feel like there's a great love that is shared between you. And some of it may have faded away, and they want to renew this if that's the case. They could even feel like you might have the key to their heart in breaking free of something that has hurt them. Some of them could be talking about you doing love spells, which if you are, don't be doing that, because you know what? That will bring bad karma right down on your head, because that is taking somebody's free will away from them. And it's really not a good thing to be doing, and it won't cause the effects you desire anyway. You're just going to cause a whole lot of shit. Leo, Libra, and if you aren't, they could just be thinking that. Libra, Taurus. So those could be the zodiac signs of your siblings or your own. They see you as somebody very fair, very balanced, very solid and stable, somebody who's usually trying to do the right thing for everyone involved in a situation. Some of them could have a lot of pride and may not want to, if you guys have lost touch with one of your siblings, they may not want to reach out because they have a lot of pride and willfulness. And they know that you're very stubborn and hard-headed, and it might be really hard to come to an agreement between the two of you. They could definitely see you as somebody who might be a little bit dramatic on the dramatic side, or a little showy, somebody who's in the spotlight a lot, somebody who loves food, family, and home. So you could definitely be an extroverted introvert, somebody who really enjoys getting out and having fun, but you also enjoy your time and space alone at home. DL, down low. Some of them could be talking about how you might be on the down low, or you might be hiding something on the down low, or you might be in the closet in some sort of way. G, B, J, BJ, Z, BJ and Baby Bop could have some significance there. B, L, bigger, better deal. Y, buy. Q, V, Q, L, E, Levi, levee. I drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. T, G, J, M, U, Y, A. You guys could have partied together a lot back in the day. U, buy, like buying things, and buy like goodbye. Um, Male, like man. Bale, like a hay bale. You guys definitely could have had like a farmer type of life growing up too, or a ranch style life, something along those lines, or maybe you're doing that now. Quay, muy bonita. You're very beautiful. Giant, valiant, classy, vision, vat, Matt, Amelia, Bailey, Bay, Gay, Bag, Lag. Yeah, there definitely could be some talk about whether or not you're on the down low and you are gay. Dolphin, otter. You're very playful, very joyous, very happy-go-lucky. You are a healer who is very intelligent, very wise. You really are very, very, very playful, joyous. You are very connected to your inner child. You really love to have a good time. You spread a lot of joy, love, light, and laughter all around you. And once again, this rainbow is really making me drawn back to gay. So some of you could definitely be gay and afraid to show it, but I feel like they would accept you exactly as you are. Ace of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Six of Wands, and Six of Swords, or your sibling that is being highlighted here may be on the down low and worried about whether or not people will accept them. That you're moving away from the darkness of the past, the hurt, the pain, the awfulness, and you're moving into this joyous, lighthearted, beautiful, youthful energy. You are succeeding at everything that you are setting out to do. You may be building a business and there's a lot of opportunities coming into you. You could also even have somebody that is wanting to offer you commitment of some sort, wanting to recognize your skills, your success, your abilities. You are definitely somebody very skilled, very successful, very seen, very heard. You are somebody who is building something very successful for yourself, and you have a lot of opportunities to do so. They see you as somebody that has really turned all of your hardship and pain and hurt into opportunities. You have been able to transmute any of the dark, lower vibrational energies into energies of positivity. You could definitely have been dealing with a lot of spiritual warfare from people, and that has not been able to hold you back, hold you down, or drain you. There could have been a sibling involved in this. If you have a sibling that is involved in Wiccan things, there could have been a sibling involved in this, possibly even somebody who might have been hiding that they were gay for a long time. They may have come out previously, or they may soon. This could be a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. They see you getting opportunities on a regular basis, regardless of anything that is being thrown your way, and that you are really rising up, that you are very committed, very dedicated, and following through with everything that you have set out to do, and you have success right on the horizon in front of you, and you know it's true as well. You are definitely somebody who does not look at the bad things as the end of the line. You always know that there's going to be a rainbow that comes out again after any storm that you face. They definitely see you as somebody who is a hard worker as well. Hard work is definitely something that your siblings discuss, is that you work hard, you put your nose to the grindstone, you succeed at all you do, and you really have a lot of opportunities in front of you. They really see you as somebody very successful who has a lot more success on the horizon as well. So that is what I have for that pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you guys thought about it as well, whether or not it resonated, what you might be going through, and I really hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye bye, guys.